Hello there, Gemini, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are having a look at November 2024 for your money and your career. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. We've got 2 new moons in the month of November. 1st of November is a very transformative new moon in the sign of Scorpio. So dig deep for some resources or for your power to make some change, to let something go, or to even start something new that might scare you. Some information may come to light. There may be some changes going on around you that you're not necessarily in control of. And so try and stay a little bit flexible and open. New moon in Sagittarius on the 30th of November. Expand your horizons. Be honest. Be truthful with yourself, with other people. Some of you may be perhaps planning a trip somewhere. Sagittarian energy does bring about long trips. You could also be finding yourself traveling for work. Perhaps you have out-of-town visitors in your workplace there as well, meet some new people, or maybe you're forging some new contacts. So, we are talking about your money, and it's incoming money as well as the money that you're spending, right? So you might be spending some money on something adventurous and a little bit fun. You could also potentially be considering going back to school for maybe just a couple of small courses, just to hone your skills in some way. But of course, the big show is Pluto entering Aquarius. All right, Pluto, after some back and forth momentum, back into retrogrades and back into Capricorn. Now we are full steam ahead. We are moving forward into the future, and there might be some interesting revelations that come about from that, right? So the next 20 years, Pluto will be in the sign of Aquarius. And this is a revolutionary, somewhat rebellious energy coming in here, but it's about your power to change. Pluto in Aquarius brings power back to the people. So this could be where you get some rallying forces in your workplace, right? Fairness and equality. Maybe there's been people that have been underpaid for quite some time, and the corporate bigwigs are raking in the cash, and the little worker bees are not the ones that are prospering, right? So it could be this kind of joining of forces to facilitate some sort of change. If you've been back and forth on something yourself in your career path with your money that you've been starting or stopping, or maybe not even getting something off the ground, this can be where you're taking a more direct approach and you are moving forward. But collectively, this does bring about an energy of revolution and breaking down of old structures to see our way forward through a time of change, right? Bring money back into the people's pockets, okay? But very powerful energy there for you. But you could also have something coming to fruition with a full moon in Taurus on the 15th of November. So look back into the Taurus new moon from the spring and see what you were manifesting at that time. Your ruler Mercury is going retrograde on November 25th in the sign of Sagittarius, so just a week before that new moon. So you might be very much taking a step back, looking at the big picture, Sagittarius, right? And seeing the possibilities and seeing the potential of something. We do have the Page of Cups at the back of the deck. So this is number one, a very creative energy. Pages do bring news. They bring in new beginnings. And they also bring in some cases, the next step, the next stage of something. So you could be doing some creative endeavors that can hopefully open the doors to making some money. If you already have like a little side gig, something that you do at home, something where you can use your creative talent. With the Page of Cups, you could be showing it to the world. You could be expanding your horizons, taking it to the next level, making more money. But it is a very creative energy with that Page of Cups. So this can be really wonderful. It can also be you following your heart, following your dreams, right? It's very dreamy energy with the Page of Cups. So, so this can really, be about finding a job that you love, right? If you don't love where you are right now, and maybe it's just paying the bills, but it's just not floating your boat, you're not coming home feeling good at the end of the day, maybe you're not feeling fulfilled, there's something missing, you might have an opportunity opening up here to do something that you love or do something that's a little bit more fulfilling. We've got cultivating prosperity coming up there for you guys. Wonderful. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. What a wonderful affirmation for you guys. Okay, so this can be a time of harvest for some of you. This can also be, of course, with that full moon in Taurus, money sign, right? Money house, money sign. This can also be where you are just reminded that there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And just like a farmer tending his crop, you have planted seeds of prosperity, and it sometimes does take some nurturing and it takes some patience for them to fully come to fruition. Trust that there's abundance blossoming and pouring into your life. Be open, be ready to receive, but also be ready for some action as well. Great card. Renewing your life, radiant vitality is filling up my life. Okay, we are pushing the clutter over the edge of that cliff there. So, and of course, Pluto in Aquarius, the new moon in Scorpio, it is a time of renewal, of transformation, of change, of endings, of new beginnings, right? We got to leave certain things behind or get rid of things in order to welcome in and make space for the new. And just like this person here pushing the box of clutter over the cliff, right? It's like, nope, we need to get rid of this because there's something a little bit better that I'm cultivating, that I'm nurturing in my life, right? So have a look around you. And when we talk, when we convert this energy into money, what are you wasting your money on, right? Have a look at your bank account. What recurring charges, subscriptions do you have coming out of your bank account? Are you getting any value for your money? Taurus energy, full moon in Taurus energy. If you're not getting value, right? Taurus is very focused on value. If you're not getting value for your money, right? Is it time to let something go, or is it something that you forgot and you're like, oh man, I better use this thing because I'm paying for it, right? So get the most value for your money and for your time or for your efforts, right? And but it's time to declutter. So if you've got all these subscriptions or extra charges somewhere along the way, it is time to clean those things up. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, this is the energy, overall energy for you. Now, the Nine of Wands can certainly be an energy of exerting great effort. All right, this is where we are moving forward. We're getting something done. We're seeing something through to completion. We're kind of tired. All right, but we're not giving up, right? We're right there till the end, to the finish line. So it could be something that you're completing, now whether this is a cycle in your life or a project or an endeavor, something, right? It's been a long, hard slog. It's had its ups and downs. You've exerted a lot of effort, time, attention, and energy to something, but now it might be decision time, right? Are we going to keep on moving forward with this? Is this rewarding, right? Because we can have tiring things and difficult things, but they're still rewarding for us. Or is it just draining, right? Tiring and draining, and you're not getting anything out of something. Again, we've got that Page of Cups at the back of the deck. We've got clutter going over the cliff, and we're cultivating abundance and prosperity in our lives, right? It could represent something new. So that Nine of Wands could represent that you're nearing the end of the road, and it's almost time to say goodbye. This is also an energy of being a little bit skeptical as well. Okay, we kind of like put up our guard a little bit, and we're like, okay, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. So if you've been going through some challenges, you've had some unexpected happenings, things like that, you might just be kind of in this little skeptical energy. So again, that's something to be aware of, because we do have blossoming abundance. We've got prosperity coming in, right? We've got some beautiful energy with the Page of Cups. And we want to make sure that we're open and ready to receive and recognize and take action upon those good things and the doors that are opening, and the opportunities that are presenting themselves to us, right? So we don't want to be kind of closed off and skeptical. Remember, it doesn't matter what our circumstances are. It doesn't matter what we've been through. The energy on the universe understands the energy that you are emitting right now. So we want to make sure that we are emitting and putting out there positive energy and abundant vibes and openness and all this kind of stuff, right? So just something to keep in mind. Some of you could be just feeling a little bit wounded or battered here as well with this energy, right? So this can be a perfect month. We've had some very crazy astrology and planetary happenings over the last couple of months. We're just fresh out of eclipse season, and so you could be feeling a little bit a little bit drained. Okay, so just remember to take some time out for yourself and replenish your energy. We've got the Seven of Cups here as a blessing for you. Now, this is wonderful as a blessing because the Seven of Cups can bring about a lot of options, a lot of opportunities for you, open doors, right? We got to make a choice though. And sometimes it's like, oh man, I just don't know. I don't know what to choose. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to embrace. I don't know what to, let go of. So that Seven of Cups can sometimes bring about confusion. It can also bring about procrastination and giving into fear. But in your blessings position, this can certainly represent that you're dreaming about something, right? The dreamer energy, Page of Cups. What are you dreaming about? What are you imagining, right? Because that Seven of Cups says if you can imagine it, if you can dream it, you can create it. And so instead of giving into fear and doubt, right, instead of staying in a confused state, or instead of living out your fantasy and your dream in your head, this is the month for you when you can turn things around and you can make that decision. You can think clearly and you can take action. You're not letting anything hold you back. You're not going to be, really dissuaded by your fears. Okay. And you're going to see all the possibilities and potential that you have, right? So turn your vision, your dreams, your goals into reality. So it can be very exciting, okay, in this energy. Instead of taking something to excess, we're doing something with this imaginative energy instead of being handcuffed by it, right? So this can be really wonderful. So again, that Seven of Cups is your blessing position, okay? So we're breaking out of confusion and stagnation and we're doing something real. The challenge is taking your power back. We've got the Devil card coming out for you. Now, this bad boy is a little bit of a challenge anyway, but in your challenge, this is something very, very important to be aware of, okay? So the Devil energy does represent the things that keep us under control, right? And what do we have? New moon in Scorpio ruled by Pluto. Pluto in Aquarius, Plutonian energy, Aquarian energy, which ruled by Uranus, and it's breaking free, breaking out, breaking the pattern, breaking the change, breaking the cycle, right? So that Devil card represents our bad habits, right? The things that tempt us and giving into those temptations, right? Giving into fear, giving into people that exert their power and their dominance over us. And so we really do need to see the possibilities, Seven of Cups, to break free, right? And this could certainly be why that Nine of Wands is coming up there. You're imagining a better life, Seven of Cups, right? But you're kind of tired and a little bit, oh man, this is really challenging situation that I'm in, right? And that Devil card can represent a person. It can represent something inside you. It does represent our shadow self, right? And so that challenge is to stay positive. That challenge is to bring back your personal power. And certainly your new moon in Scorpio, your Pluto in Aquarius, right? These are helping you to bring your mojo back, to break that pattern and to find your freedom. All right. And this could certainly represent, breaking free of money patterns and cycles. This can be, the need to break out of a toxic work environment, get out from under the thumb of a manipulative or micromanaging or overbearing boss, right? That Devil energy as a person, not always too pleasant, right? Sometimes they come across as bright and shiny, but underneath it all, there's something nefarious going on there, right? So just be a little bit cautious of business dealings that you may have, okay? Because the challenge is seeing the truth. The challenge is recognizing that something may not necessarily be all positive the way that it's being presented to you. So make sure that you are doing your homework, that you're asking questions, and that you're seeing the truth. But with that Devil card, right, it really does represent our fears, our doubts, our worries, right? But whatever we have to remember with that Devil card is we have the power to release ourselves from those bonds, from those chains, from the people, from the situations that have us under their thumb. And so this can be a month for you where you're really recognizing and embracing your personal power in some way. Now, will you transform your entire life in the month of November? Maybe. Some of you, perhaps you will. For others of you, you are making some important decisions, right? That Seven of Cups. You're seeing something differently. You're seeing the possibilities. You're imagining that better life, and you're making some very positive decisions there for yourself, right? So don't let your fears overpower you, overwhelm you, all right? Also watch your money and watch your investments, okay? Because that Devil card, again, can represent giving in to something, things like, get rich quick schemes, right? If it seems too good to be true, it most likely is. If you didn't enter a contest, you likely didn't win it. If you didn't invest the money, chances are you're not getting any money back, right? Those will watch for like the snake oil salesman and that kind of thing, right? Just because something may be very tempting, Devil, right? But may not necessarily be as good as what it looks like on the shiny package. All right. Just a word to the wise. Now, the Devil card is also Capricorn energy. Okay. And of course, Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last little bit. It's been retrograde for a while, and Pluto is now direct as of October 11th. And it will still be in Capricorn until the 19th when it changes into Aquarius. Now, the thing is here is that Pluto is at the 29th degree of Capricorn, and this is an aneretic degree, so it's now or never. The time is now, my friends. And so you might be making some very important, very significant decisions or changes that are specifically impacting your career and your money. Capricorn energy is very business focused, very goal oriented, ruled by Saturn, right? And so sometimes, this energy can be quite uncomfortable because you might be feeling a sense of urgency. So you may need to work through that a little bit, because even though you might feel the time is now, you still need to make sure that you are that you have all the right information and that you're making the right moves at the right time without not to the detriment of yourself. We want to benefit yourself and not necessarily dig yourself in deeper, right? So you might be feeling like, the clock is ticking on something, but just make sure you still have time. Just make sure that you do just have all of your right information and double check your facts and figures. The devil is in the details, okay? So make sure you do check the details of whatever you are doing, whatever you're dealing with, all right? Boundaries and perspective always necessary when the devil comes out. We have discretion here as well, and in this particular deck, this is called discretion, but in regular decks, this is the judgment card, and this is your advice from spirit. Make sure you're willing to see what's hidden. Something hidden may be revealed to you, or you might need to dig deep into the shadows to find the information that you want. This is about seeing the light, about answering the call to action, okay? But we need to make an important decision. Am I going to stay where I am? Is it time to let something go? Can I fix this situation, or is it time to fly the coop? Right? So listen to your inner wisdom, right? Listen to, your heart, right? And make sure that you do have all of the answers that you need. Now, interestingly enough, for you guys, okay, the devil card here, right? We've got the devil on one shoulder, and then the angel comes in to help us along our way, along our path. So really connect with your spiritual soul tribe here. The judgment card is ruled by Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael can help us find our voice, can help us detach from negative energies, whether it's people, situations, or something within ourselves, and help us see the light, see the way forward. Okay, so this can be very, very important energy for you. Don't be afraid. is what Archangel Michael is here to help you do. Don't be afraid to make change. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to clear the air and call someone out on the carpet if need be, right? Because this is an opportunity for you to look to the future and look to a better future, right? So see the beautiful light at the end of the tunnel rather than the skeptical energy that can come in with the Nine of Wands. So very important, very important. The power in you, right? Remember, the power is in you. We have moonlighting coming up here for you guys. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. And what did we say with the Page of Cups at the back of the deck here? Some of you could have some inkling to do something on the sides. Maybe you're very talented at something, right? And you can make a little bit of extra cash. Or some of you, maybe your moonlighting gig that you already have, this is starting to take off for you, right? And, so feel your fear perhaps, right? If it feels like the time is right for you. And we have sever vows of poverty, okay? Negative thinking. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. And that can be one of the things that's binding you there with that double card, right? So sever those vows of poverty. Remember, we've got an abundant mindset. We're cultivating prosperity in our lives, right? So any negativity, any lack, nope, that's not where we're going to live, all right? We're going to live in the energy of abundance and potential and possibilities and expansion and growth, all these wonderful things, all right, can really make a difference. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. So please do like, share, subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.